Our next Ignite speaker is a true inspiration. In the past 3 years, he has overcome debilitating shyness and being overweight to become a contest-winning speaker and triathlon competitor. Very impressive. You see, Jason is fascinated with purposeful living. In a few seconds, Jason is going to tell us a story, and he's going to reveal 4 tips to achieving success. Oh, and one more thing. Jason is a UCC as a graduate. So he wants you guys to give him a loud mountain roar welcome to him. So let's do it.
Four months ago, I stood next to the greatest fisherman I know, and he shared with me the most important thing any of us can ever know about success. But I guess I should ask, how many of you have dreams that you want to achieve in your life? Good. Now be honest, how many of you are just here for the free food? Ever since I was a young man, I've been inspired by the movie A River Runs Through It. And this past December, I finally went from inspiration to doing. I went out on a cold December day with a guide that I call Monopoly Mike. I call him that because he looks like the Monopoly man, right down to the mustache. I expected him to give me some fly fishing theory, some talking about the nymphs or the streamers, but instead he said, okay, casting is simple. It's 10 and 2. He handed me the pole and he said, let's get started. You see, that is the first part of achieving your dreams. Whether it's fly fishing, or like Jan, going golfing, or revolutionizing an industry, like we'll see later today. Getting started is the first thing that you need to do. I took the fly rod in my hand, I cast, I caught the tree behind me. I move a little over to the left, I cast again, and I caught some poor jogger with really bad timing. You know, as I've studied success and successful people over the last year, I found one thing in common. They've all failed first, like this guy. Now, I know you may not believe me, but consider then the story of James Dyson. Anybody know that story? Some of us? So James Dyson, many years ago, looked at this old, clunky vacuum that he had, and he thought, you know what? I can make it better. I can do something better. He made a prototype, and it failed. He made another prototype, and it failed. In fact, it took him 5,126 times to get what you see here, the first Dyson vacuum. So my second point for you is, on that journey from where you are to achieving your dreams, expect failure. But don't stop there. I came home that first night from fly fishing. I was angry, I was upset, because like that guy in the picture, I hadn't caught any fish. And you know, we don't talk a lot about the negative emotions, do we? We often paint the road to success as all rainbows and unicorns, but the truth is, you're going to encounter some negative feelings along the way. So whatever those are, acknowledge and accept them. So 4 months ago, I'm standing next to Monopoly Mike. And that day is going a lot like the first day. I mean, I haven't caught anything. And there is not a runner in sight. Apparently my reputation in the running community had spread. And so finally, I turn to Mike and I say, Mike, what do I got to do to catch fish? And he shared with me the most important thing about success. 2 words. Keep casting. Keep casting. Keep casting. I waded back out in the water. I cast, and when I started to reel it in, there was a fish. Thank you. I caught 4 more that day. It might have been the same one. So what Mike meant is my 4th point for you. Persist until you achieve. Now, we've heard a lot of great speeches today, right? But I want you to remember what the points here today, because after me, there's going to be one more great speaker and then a catch bar. So go ahead and stand up if you're able. And I'd like you to sign it with me. Give me an L for let's get started. Give me an E for expect failure. Give me an A for acknowledge and accept your feelings. And give me a P to persist until you achieve. To achieve your dreams, all you have to do is leap.